Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is Sport World Email, and Champions League is actually back, and we enjoy most of the games in this particular Champions League period. There was a few upsets, and there was a few expected results. Most of the games were quite entertaining, and it shows Champions League is Champions League, and that's why the level of football there is a different level of football. But we preview most of the games then proper. I think I will start with Real Madrid. It was a 5-0 demolition by Real Madrid. They won Kale Adimati in Kazakhstan 5-0. Yeah, so it was 3 goals for Mbappe. Scored the first goal, scored the second goal, I think he scored the third goal. Then before Eduardo Camavinga scored the fourth goal, then Brian Diaz crowned everything up with making 5-0 win over Kanamati. That was a dominant display from Real Madrid, and it was quite expected because we all know Kanamati is not really that a good team. They are debutants in the Champions League, and they make a good account of themselves. At least playing the Champions League is one team that everybody will always want to. So irrespective of whether you are able to compete or you are not able to compete, I think it's what every team will always want to. So I'll talk about the Tottenham game. It ended 2-2. Tottenham versus Bodo versus Tottenham. It was quite a different game entirely. I think Bodo fans will say we deserve the 3 points absolutely in that particular game. But I think that Tottenham were able to get back into the game. They were 2 goals down. And they were able to get back to the game and make it 2-2. Goals were scored by Van der Wiin and an own goal that will make it level. I think it's going to be a painful one for the Bodo fans because they were thinking they would have run away with that particular game. My third game is Chelsea versus Benfica. It's the homecoming of Jose Mourinho. It was quite an emotional game for him because the love the Chelsea fans showed him was a different level. It wasn't all about the football game now. It was just all about them seeing Mourinho again. But for the game proper, I think the Chelsea players played very well. First half, they were attacking in the game. They were so dominant in that particular game. I think the second half, they went into their shell. It's as if that they ran out of gas. They went into their shell, and Benfica came alive in that particular game. But I think it was quite nervy towards the end of the game because of Joao Pedro red card. It's quite appalling now to see Chelsea players getting red card back to back almost every matches now. It's not looking good on the squad. I think the manager need to instill some discipline in that team because the red card is becoming ridiculous now. I think they gave Benfica a lifeline, and Benfica was almost coming to the game, but Chelsea were resolute and they kept strong, and then 1-0 was enough for them to take home, which it's vital for them, owing that they lost their first match. So this one is vital. They needed this particular one. My fourth game is Galatasaray Liverpool. I think the 1-0 loss was a flattering scoreline for Liverpool. That goes is supposed to be like 3-0 to Galatasaray because basically Liverpool didn't play anything in that particular game. That game was all about Osihmen show. he was the main man in that particular game, even if he wasn't fully fit. But you can see he was struggling with fitness, but he was still pulling off. He caused Konate problems. Like, they couldn't hold him. He was just everywhere in that game. He was unlucky not to score the second. He scored the first goal was scored by penalty, which he converted. He was unlucky not to score the second goal. I think he missed some few chances. But the 1-0 was more than enough for Galatasaray to take home. I think owing that they lost the first game 5-1. So this particular game was crucial for them to take home. Bayern Munich defeated Pafos 5-1. It was a dominant display from the Bayern team. Very, very display. It was Hurricane show. Hurricane had extraordinary performance in that particular game. Newcastle defeated Union Saint James 4-0. I think I was kudos to Eddie Howe and his boys. The Newcastle needed that particular win to give them a lifeline in this group stage. I think that was a wonderful performance from the Newcastle boys. First goal was scored by Watamade. Second goal was scored by Gordon on penalties. Third goal, Gordon on penalties. Then Avivans came from bench and make it 4-0. It was a comfortable win for the Newcastle players and their fans. Man City drew 2-2 to Monaco. Brace from Haaland, but they were not able to keep the game. Haaland scored, they equalized. Haaland scored. Monaco finally, Eric Dyer converted this from the spot and make it 2-2. I think Man City is not really looking good in this particular Champions League games. Their first game against Napoli was good, but the second one wasn't really good. I think they have to perform better so that they could make the top 8, which will give them automatic qualifier to the round of 16 stage. Then Arsenal defeated Olympiacos 2-0. First the goal was scored by Martinelli. I think it was a beautiful run from Gokares. Then Martinelli converted it. After the goal, then Trossard missed a couple of chances. Even Gokares too missed a lot of chances. Then the game became nervy. I think Olympiacos grew into the game. It was as if they were pushing so hard to get a draw in that particular game. I think Arteta decided to make some key changes because he made 5 changes to the man. He made 5 changes after from Newcastle against this particular game. So I think he had to put in some of his key players to kill off this game. Saka came in, Eze came in, I think Mosquera came in for Gabriel, and one assist from Odegaard. Saka buried it and make it 2 goals, and it was enough to kill off the particular game. Odegaard is my man of the match by far. He was unplayable in this particular game. It was so good and unexpected. I think Barcelona PSG, this is the match of the day. PSG was missing I think 5 or 6 of their main players. I think Barcelona was still missing a couple. I think they are missing like 3 or 2 of their main players. But they still came to Camp Nou. They still came to Barcelona's home. I know it's not Camp Nou. I've forgotten what's the home of the stadium, but they still came to that particular stadium, dominated Barcelona, beat Barcelona by 2 goals to 1. First goal was scored by Fermin Lopez from a Rashford assist. Beautiful assist from Marco Rashford. Then Mayulu equalized from PSG. Then Goncalo Ramos make it completed the goal from a assist from Hakimi, and that was enough for PSG to win that particular game. I know Barca fans will be very, very disappointed in their team for this particular game, because this PSG team was an heavy rotated PSG team. For them to come and beat Barcelona is quite shameful. I think the Barcelona players have to look themselves in the mirror and know that they have messed up. They need to bounce back in their weekend game so that they will please their fans. Bayern Leverkusen with PSV 1-1 draw. Borussia Dortmund defeated Atletico Bilbao 4-1. Wow, that was the same performance. Napoli defeated Sporting CP 2-1, braced by Højlund, assisted by Kevin De Bruyne, both assisted by De Bruyne. Villarreal and Juventus a 2-2 draw. That's basically all the games in this particular Champions League encounter. We're looking forward to the weekend games now. I think Premier League and other leagues are back this particular weekend, and we look forward to it. Thank you guys for this particular video. Do ensure to like, subscribe to my channel, turn up the notification anytime I drop any video, you'll be notified. Thank you, and God bless.